Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to day 7, and I'm going to be doing the pose for day 6 because your girl was having some issues with the uploads. But, let's move on. So, forearm stand. This is the how-to pose, and I'm going to be super honest and super humble. I'm going to have Dexter join me here. Forearm stand is not my best posture. Honestly, it's one of my weaknesses is getting my shoulders open. Dexter. And so if you're having a hard time with it too, please know that this is a really hard pose and that each individual person has struggles with their own body, be it with flexibility, strength in a certain area, balance in general, dealing with past injuries. There's a lot. Hi, baby. There's a lot going on, and if you are an adult, that means you've made it through many years of life and that you've probably had injuries and you have probably gone through phases in your life where maybe your body was neglected a little bit. So just please be gentle with yourself throughout this journey. Have a lighthearted spirit like my man Dexter here with his favorite Red Bull. And I'm going to go through a little bit more of a warm-up. So if you did the warm-up video, you can absolutely do it again, but we're gonna get into stretching in a little bit of a different way, because to really train, go lay down baby, to really train this posture, you can't be afraid to fall. So we're going to intentionally flip over, but we need to stretch and prepare. So one block, one strap or booty band, because this works really well for me. Also, notice I have 2 pillows over here on the side. All right, so let's get started.
Let's begin down on our backs, walking your shoulder blades closer together and starting to loosen up our necks. You can look from side to side and then press your palms down, lift your hips up, walk those shoulder blades a little closer together, bridge pose. Reach the fingers back towards your shoulders, press the palms into the ground. If you have wheel in your practice, push the floor away. Bring the top of the head to the floor and then press the hips and the heart towards the ceiling. Open the shoulders, shift your weight towards your hands. When you're ready to come down, we can slowly reverse our way back, coming to our head, to our shoulders. Reach your fingers for the sky and start to roll down one vertebra at a time onto your hips. Take a moment here to untuck your heels, turning your head from side to side a few more times. Inhaling, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, glide the hands down to the sides. Repeat, inhale up. Exhale, gliding down. Go through this 2 more times at your own pace. Palms face towards each other when arms rise up. And then go back into your bridge. Walk the shoulder blades together. Push the hips open. If you feel good, we can take a wheel again, bringing fingertips to point towards shoulders. Elbows are in. Push the floor away. You can rest on the crown of the head. And if you feel capable, push the hips open, push the heart open. Hover the head above the ground, using those arms really strong. Press through the floor, through the feet. And once again, shifting weight into hands and lowering back down, taking your arms up and rolling down onto your back. Take a moment to scoot back to the center of your mat if you ended up scooting forward a little bit. Flatten your spine, loosen your neck, and go through a few more of these shoulder glides. That's what I like to call them. Inhaling, arms up overhead, and gliding down through cactus arms. Find your own tempo here. Loosening up the shoulder joints, opening the heart. Inhale. Start to come up. Grab those 2 pillows of yours if you have them and line them up double stacked so that they cover the front part of your mat. You want to leave room at the back of your mat for your forearms and your feet to go. And this is just to create a padding to get us more comfortable, more prepared, and less fearful to flip over. So now that your pillows are set up, take a moment to lower down onto your forearms. You can check your measurement, hands overlap, grabbing the outer arms, and then reopen to the front. Tuck your 10 toes under, lift your knees, drop your head, and lift your hips. Walk your feet a little bit closer towards your forearms and practice kicking up and coming back down a couple of times. We don't want to come over the top with too much power. So what we're doing here is just calibrating, getting a little bit of lift off, trying to land softly using the foot and the ankle to absorb. Feel a little bit of flight there. Let yourself get to the point where you feel ready to tip over. So when we kick, we're going to bend our knees, let our feet find the floor, lifting our leg as high as we can, giving a controlled push. Feet drop, tuck your chin to your chest. This is important. And then lower the hips all the way down. Now I'm going to speed this video up, so I'm going to go through this 3 to 4 times, just kicking over, falling, tucking the chin, and repeating. Do this a couple times. Like I said, what we're trying to do is eliminate fear of flipping over, which is in our mind the worst consequence of practicing these arm balances. When you're ready, we can take these pillows away and practice the same thing without padding. The exact movement is the same. Make sure you bend your legs and let your feet find the floor. If you flop over with a straight body, it can hurt your elbows. Let your feet absorb the impact. Lifting your leg up, pushing, giving a nice jump kick, bend the legs, let the feet find the floor. You can do a forearm wheel, tuck the chin to the chest, and come all the way down. Now do this a couple times without the pillows. So repetition is really key here. Notice I'm not using any bands or any blocks because they just end up pushing into your face. And if you want to try a wheel after your forearm wheel, you can. Make sure that your elbows and shoulders feel happy and healthy. So now I'm going to demonstrate 2 more exercises or drills that you can do with the strap or a booty band at its strongest resistance. Place the strap or the booty band just above your elbow creases, as you can see I have here, and align your forearms. You can do your measurement overlapping, open the palms, press the elbows into the floor, and notice I'm about 6 inches away from the wall with my fingertips. Tuck all 10 toes, lift your booty, and walk your feet forward, dolphin pose. Look at the space between your hands. Lift one leg up and kick. Calibrate, maybe feeling the wall with that back heel. And then maybe we practice kicking, getting both feet up, using the wall to kind of gauge what a balance might feel like here. Always coming down one leg first, just nice and slow. And really here we just know we have that wall as that bumper, so we don't feel afraid to really go for it, keeping the head off the ground. Another fun variation is to drop the toes towards the head, Pincha Mayurasana. This is the arch body variation of the posture. Working on our back bend, really lifting up out of our low back, but letting our hips open. Be careful coming down not to strain your back. Then to really practice getting this thing away from the wall, we can still use the wall, maybe scooting your mat a little bit further out. You can also turn your mat perpendicular. Use that band if you notice you have a hard time keeping your elbows together if they just want to slide out, and turn your booty towards the wall. Let your forearms lay down and bring your hands parallel. Extend through your shoulders, check your measurement, and push the floor away. From here, we can tuck our toes under, lift our booty, and walk both of our feet up the wall. From here, you can lift one foot off, practice shifting weight forward, and just feel what it's like to have full body weight on the forearms, on the elbows, on the shoulders. Make sure you do this on both sides. So let your foot tap and leave the wall a couple times. And then do the same thing on the other side. Remember, you know how to fall now. If you do flip over, that's okay. Try to go straight over the top rather than down to the sides. Good. I'll show this one more time. I got a little bit of a better balance on this last repetition. So use the band or don't use the band. As I said, this is a posture that is more challenging for me, so it really benefits me to do all these repetitions, all these drills. However, it's very possible that your body is more capable than mine and you won't need all of this. So here's just one more round showing you a nice controlled lift up into a balance, walking the feet closer into dolphin. Lift a leg, give a little push kick, and practice trying to stack your body weight over the forearms, really putting weight into your fingertips, leaning a little bit further forward than you might think, finding a nice extension, squeezing the legs together, and then coming down nice and slow. Give yourself a child's pose to rest after all of this. Your shoulders will probably be pretty tired. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Stay happy, stay healthy. Make sure you tag hashtag CORONAWAY Yoga Challenge so I can watch all of your amazing progress, and have a beautiful day.